Here's some Halloween 2018 news. Starts off on USA Today with a short interview with Jamie Lee Curtis that mentions nothing about the film, but now we have some shots of the film. I have not read through this. I'm just looking at pictures right now. Here is one of the shots from the film, I'm presuming, of Michael Myers looking a little haggard in the face. I'll cut this up in the comments section and show more detailed, ballooned up photographs. Here's another Jamie Lee Curtis, apparently wearing a wig. She hasn't had hair in a while. What's up with his hands? Those are definitely not Nick Castle's hands, I don't think. That's someone else's. I don't know if that balloons a bit. No, it just goes to Pinterest. No, I fucked everything up. Just goes to Pinterest. The internet sucks nowadays. I hate Pinterest, by the way. Trying to look up a photograph of something, it always goes to Pinterest. And you can't get the photograph because it's on some other website. But anyway, here we go right here. Here is the new Halloween mask that supposedly wasn't supposed to come out yet. I'm detecting a slight business model here. They're trying to bridge a gap between Halloween, the Halloween mask over the years, and Rob Zombie's Halloween mask. Some guy, I belong to his Facebook group, haven't been there in a while. He makes great Rob Zombie Halloween type masks. He kills it. He just kills that look. And this to me is him. I mean, this is Rob Zombie's Halloween. They're taking that mask. I mean, it really looks like it. This is very much looking like the Rob Zombie mask. What we were seeing in the preview, the poster that people have been selling on eBay, is just a gray shot, like almost a clay shot. But here it is right here. I will attempt to extract this. There's Jamie Lee on the set again. There's only 7 photographs. I think we've seen them all, even though there's... Yeah, we've seen this one before. We just saw this one. We got his old man Goodrich look going on. You know, the Three Stooges in the closet. Then we have the very Rob Zombie looking mask. They're trying to bridge the gap. Anyone who's ever been on a Halloween page on Facebook and seen the arguments going on and seen how history has changed. I mean, if you go back to the early 80s when they came out with Halloween 3, being a teenager at the time, teenagers mostly hated Halloween 3. You'd be walking along and teenagers, they get all insecure. They have nothing to say, so they have to blurt something out, makes them sound tough or something. And so they'll say like, Halloween 3 sucked. Yup. I actually didn't think it was bad, especially considering what comes afterwards. I always say that, and I've been saying that since I was a teenager. Because I was a teenager when that movie came out. But anyway, the movies progressively got worse. So it's kind of weird. But you have these people nowadays who are obviously younger and did not have that same sort of peer pressure. And they love the Halloween 3 movie. They love all Halloween movies. And some even think that the mask in Halloween 4 and Halloween 5 is good. It's the worst mask I ever seen. It is, I don't know, it's a joke. It really looks like a joke. And you have an ongoing debate where, you know, people from my age, for the most part, you know, just really pan Rob Zombie's Halloween and say very bad things about it. And I understand what he was doing. I mean, he was going Howard Stern. He was going shock jock. He was just doing a grindhouse type film, which a lot of his movies are, all of them are, just to shock. That's all he's trying to do. How shocking can I become? How shocking can I make this? How can I upset people? You know, I'm going to do this and that this way, and it's going to create reactions, and it's going to create argument. Selling is an argument. It's a form of argument, and that's what was happening with that. But all those people, there's all these younger people who look back at the original Halloween movie, even though they like it. You have to believe that certain aspects of it they don't understand and they just can't relate to, like, you know, picking up a rotary phone and having a cord connected to it, and they can't I don't know what the hell that means. And other aspects of the movie, just there really is a lot of aspects of the movie. It's a low budget movie. Walked around with a couple bags full of leaves to create this fall-like scene in sunny California, and you got all these fans of Rob Zombie, especially these teenagers who just love his films, and they can't wait for Rob Zombie's new movie to come out. I think it's next year. And they're looking forward to all that. And so, to me, this mask is them trying to bridge those Halloweens. Despite whatever you've ever heard from about Carpenter and Rob Zombie, it's pretty obvious to me this mask is Rob Zombie-esque. It's not going back to William Shatner. You know, the Parquet. It's not going back there. It's not going back to Captain Kirk. I personally think they should have went with a Spock mask. I mean, be original. But anyway, he's definitely, if John Carpenter is the executive producer, he is definitely bridging the gap between those movies and trying to bring them in. It's somewhat of a con. I mean, I was hoping for a retro movie. I was hoping for a, you know, Halloween 1979, but I'm not going to get that. It's going to be a Halloween 2018. But I still could go watch the original movie. I've watched, you know, a lot of the early ones recently, and the way I look at it is like Halloween 1 killed it. It was just a low-budget movie. It just did it. Halloween 2 begins to fall off the slippery slope. Some bad kill scene setups, bad lighting, and just the Star Wars story. A lot of people don't remember that. It was a huge thing back then when you got out of the theater after watching Empire Strikes Back and you found out that Luke's father is Darth Vader. That blew kids' minds away back then. I was 10 years old. And that just blew your mind. And the Halloween movies did this. They went off on this, we're going to do this, Michael Myers is related to Laurie Strode. And that's the whole thing. Well, just keep on winding that up. See where it goes. Then we'll bring on the obnoxious Jamie character. that I don't know who could stand, but now people love that movie, and they think that mask is so good. That mask is to punch someone in the face. That is to encourage a punch in the face. I mean, that mask is bad. People out there making good masks, and better than this mask, I would say. There are some people out there who make very good masks that are based on those original two movies, the first two movies. And they obviously did not go in that direction. They went with the Rob Zombie look, which some people are gonna scratch their head at that. So gonna want to, is it something that John Carpenter had in mind? Is it something that he had so much of a problem with, Rob Zombie going Haverhill? Wasted away again down in Haverhill, waiting for my trial date for assault. You know? You don't know. You don't know what that is. Haverhill, I believe, is where Rob Zombie is from. That might be cloaked now. I read somewhere and sometime he was from Haverhill. It's pronounced Haverhill, but to the Hicks that live there, they'll pronounce it Haverhill, and there's a lot of bikers, and it's kind of like my city. It's all run down, and a lot of crime and violence and all that crap. And do you have a problem with that? Laurie Strode being a slut and just them acting like those millennial sluts, not innocent anymore. To me, I was already disappointed once I found out it was not going to be a retro film, so I was already prepared, but I wasn't prepared for this. This is definitely an homage to the Rob Zombie movie, and I guarantee the guy who makes these Rob Zombie masks, even though he's not a full-time mask maker, he's gonna have some orders coming in. Because I would doubt the Trick or Treat Studios is going to produce as high a quality of a mask as him, but I would also doubt that he could actually compete with the volume if people even are even interested in this movie. Some people are going to be, obviously, but when they release it, they come in right before Halloween. But really got to look at this math. This is Rob Zombie. This is, someone gonna question John Carpenter on this? This really opens the floodgates for questions. I would like some answers, because this is very Rob Zombie-ish. I mean, I didn't totally hate the Rob Zombie mask, but to me, it's the original two movies, the mask in that movie. And they had some other masks they used. I don't know if it was actually using them. I can't remember. I'm not a fanboy, so I'm not going to sit there and remember everything. But I'll remember most of it, and especially the look. As far as the look goes, I like Nick Malpagano, the way he makes his masks. Andy Boy Studios. I like the way he makes his masks. I don't like the Rob Zombie look, but I especially don't like the Halloween 4 and 5 look. But I like Nick Malpagano. And I'm stuck with that opinion. And I'm stuck with my opinion about this movie that it just sounds a little bit fucked up. Sounds like something's going on here that I don't quite understand. You got marketing people, a movie taking too long to make. I don't know. But there it is. Halloween 2018. Sure to be a disappointment for many people.